to or welcome back to the Diamond SMP. We are currently standing in a random cave, and I say random because it's not the one we talked about living in the last episode. So, before we get into what we did this week, let me show you why we're switching it up to live in this cave. My boots broke because I had gold ones on when I was doing Blackstone. So, if we are in this cave and we take a quick little flight right here, we're gonna have to make this hole bigger because it's a little rough. Here's spawn. So basically, I've been doing a lot of infrastructure this week, and I just love being in the middle of everything happening at spawn. So whenever I found this big cave right here with the hole to the sky, which is something that I wanted and would sacrificed in the other cave, I decided why not? Why not put my mega base right next to spawn? Easy access to the shopping district. Speaking of the shopping district, look at this little guy. So I built this shop, which I'm sharing with a Denier and technically Sozo as well, but I'm not splitting profits with Sozo. I'll explain that momentarily. So inside the shop, we sell dark prismarine bricks, and then regular prismarine blocks. Also, over here we have sea lanterns. So I was on the lookout for a guardian temple, and Adenir actually had two by his base. So I asked him if I could turn one of them into a farm. Then Adenir suggested that we do a shop, so here we are. And then Sozo already had a sea lantern shop, so we were just not gonna sell sea lanterns in here. And then I thought, hey, why not? We'll just invite Sozo over to sell his sea lanterns right here in the Guardian shop. So that's what we did, and now we have a like 3-person little shop right here.
I didn't leave myself a good place to insert this footage. But here it is anyways.
Speaking of the shopping district, there's some big changes that have happened over here. You might be able to spot it in this clip, but I'm going to give you a little time lapse of all the infrastructure that I've been working on, and then I'll show you a couple of things that I did that I didn't include in the time lapse. So yes, I changed out all these paths. Over in the shopping district, we have amethyst and some blue and light blue terracotta, along with blackstone, lots and lots of blackstone. And then over here we have the same path just without the amethyst because they didn't want to take away from the beautiful spawn tree. So I did a couple things that aren't included in that time lapse. One of which is this little guy right here, and I'm actually gonna turn down my game sounds before we do this. So when you're walking, you'll notice it starts to have some obsidian mixed in, and that's because right here is the nether portal. I would like to get all of these slime blocks covered by some maps. But we have the slime blocks to jump down on, we have bubble elevators to go up, and then this connects to the nether hub. So it turned out really cute. The other thing that I did that's not really included in the time lapse is just added some directional signs. Like this is me and some of the other diamond members. And it just says, if you're going down this path, basically, this is who lives over here. And then same thing for over here. It says if you're going this way, this is who lives over here. And then same right here. Just because those are the main 3 directions it splits off. I die way too much on this server. It's like actually embarrassing at this point. So this is the next big project we'll be tackling, is opening this up more and breaking down some of these walls and probably changing the ground to something different. Maybe some grass mixed in with some moss and some dirt. And then after we kind of transform this into almost its own little biome, we will get started on adding in some really cool stuff. I do want to say I can't take full credit for the path design or even choosing which one was going to go in the area. Me and 2 other members worked on getting these color palettes chosen and then even doing some mock-ups. And then after we had the mock-ups together, we put them on Discord and let everybody vote. So this one won, but it wasn't me who chose which path would go. I personally really love this path and I might end up using it somewhere later just because it's so magical, and this was such a cute idea to have the pink flowers on the ground. This is so funny to me. I'm not going to start any builds today in my mega base, but I do want to share with you guys the block palette that I've come up with. So these are the light blocks I'm going to try to reach for. And this is going to be kind of the block palette that I lean into for most of the builds. So I really want to mix 2 styles, and I think having a strong natural feel will definitely help because the other style is going to be so not natural. Unnatural isn't the right word. Industrial? Maybe? So because one theme is going to be so industrial and the other is going to be so not, I really want to bring this natural vibe into the space. So I'm going to be working really hard to do that. Oh lord, that was too close. I'm so sorry. I'm going to be working really hard to bring that natural vibe into the space, especially with it being underground. I'm also planning on opening that hole up more, so you know, maybe I'll die a little less. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure sharing with you guys what I've been up to here on the Diamond SMP. I cannot wait to get started on our Mega Base next episode. Bye!